Hello.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the
Hello.
Okay, so I'm here with Jesse today, and only Liz will be joining us in the
Hopefully.
time. Welcome to the Jesse Show.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for showing up, Jesse. Thank you for showing up. I think this is your
Second time.
second time, and then you run the comments. You have a show in the comments, your own show.
Definitely.
Go in the comments. So today Jem is late. He's supposed to be here, but he's late. He's saving the world. You know, he's he's the underdog Clark Kent / Superman.
And he
But
released
I'm
an
not
EP
supposed to
today.
tell you. Oh my gosh. Okay. So he released what?
Yeah.
EP?
I mean, I was supposed to release mine too, but I don't want
Today?
that competition.
Okay.
Because people listen to mine. I know his, so I just give him free pass.
Okay, I hear you. Okay.
So mine will be November.
November, what do you know yet?
I can't say yet.
You can't say yet. Okay.
But mine is November.
Okay. So anyway, today, I'm not going to say today is going to be short, because whenever I say that, we go like forever.
For real. Like 2 hours.
We go forever. But today is going to be long. Let's put it that way. Today will be long. And let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So first things first, right? First things first. I'm going to read something that has caused a bit of a controversy tonight. Me and someone, but I think it's something that I have my feelings on the issue, and let's see what you guys think. Let us see what you guys think.
Is it like
in the meantime,
message or what?
What?
Is it like a tweet, a message?
Yeah, it's a tweet. So I'm going. It's not a tweet. It's just news. It's kind of like, this is what we're doing, and so anyway, China has banned kids from playing video games for longer than 3 hours in a day.
Why is that?
I guess because they feel like kids are overdoing it and parents can't tell their kids when to stop.
What? To be honest.
So wait, hold on. So first thoughts. What's your thought? First thought.
I'm just like, why is that? Because I don't see. First of all, it's not their kids. Like, everybody has like a right or something. I know it's not.
This is China we're talking about, not the US.
China is a different country, but I'm like, the first thought that came to my mind is like, why is that? Everybody has this right to do stuff, but then I just remembered, it's China. They have these rules. But at the same time, there must be like a reason. Is it because they think kids are not smart enough, or I don't know.
It's not even, you know what? Sorry if you're watching this. I made a mistake. It's not 3 hours a week. It's not 3 hours a day. It's 3 hours a week.
Wait,
it is 3 hours a week.
I mean, so, that doesn't make sense though. Like,
why doesn't it make sense? You tell me why you think.
I mean, I get like 3 hours a day, kind of a day, but like a week. Like, imagine, I don't play video games. I don't have the time for video games. But at the same time, I know people like are on video games for like 7 hours, 8 hours. But just trying to like imagine what they go through in China, and it's like, it's enough, and now they're adding like 3 hours a week. That's kind of like, what's going on? I mean, there must be a reason though. I mean, if I get like a valid reason, then hopefully that could change my mind on whether it's like a good.
Okay, so I don't want to change your mind, right? But I will just kind of like, I think so. My first thought, the first thing that came to my head was, China always does the most. Right? That's the first thing. Because I remember that we have Chinese friends who are not on Facebook.
Right, right,
And and when they leave their country, they like open a Facebook, right?
right.
They put pictures of their holiday, and
Yeah.
then when they're going back home, they shut it down. And it's just always like, you
I
know.
mean,
Mhm.
yeah. I feel like I just feel like it's not a good valid law. Like of all things, video games. Come on now. Why is that like the focus of video games? So
Okay.
yeah, I don't find that valid, like a
So
valid law.
then again, hey Owen, Liz, welcome. Welcome, welcome. So I was just telling Jesse that China has banned their kids,
Mm-hmm.
uh, from playing video games more than 3 hours a week.
Okay.
And of course, Jesse's like, "Oh, well, it's not their children." And I'm like, I didn't say the US, I said China, and
Oh,
we shouldn't be so shocked that they would do the most because that is what they do the most. What are your thoughts?
I think China is always doing the most. Like this is not the first rule they've ever made for kids. Like I'm not sure. I don't quote me on this, but aren't they the ones that have the rule on like the two child, like that try to have the two child rule
Yeah.
or one child rule?
Even it used to be one,
One right now, I think.
right? Now I think it's two. It used to be one, and then if you did more than that, you would pay a fine or something.
Uh,
Now it's two. They're already going to be dealing with an issue of not having enough wives. They're going to
but
majorly deal with
also,
that.
then, like if you give birth to a girl, like it's kind of like oh,
Yeah,
so
because that it was the girls that weren't wanted at the time.
yeah,
So I suspect that they will have to be their people will have to be going to marry from like Malaysia, Korea, those other parts
right, right.
because they're not going to have enough. But oh well. I think one thing that I would say though that they might use as an excuse
Mm-hmm.
is that they have a problem with video game addiction
They do.
in China. It's like very serious.
Yeah.
So maybe
But hold on. I'm
I
sorry.
don't know.
Think about it. 3 hours a week.
But if you're addicted to games and then you go to 3 hours a week, it's like I don't know.
3 hours.
That's you
Oh,
can't even change
3
that
hours.
overnight though. You can't even. It's not something that happens
Three
overnight.
hours a week.
So
Oh, oh.
What did you
not a
think it
day.
was?
Not a day.
I
3 hours a
was thinking
week.
like 3 hours like a day.
No, it's 3 hours a week. I also thought it was 3 hours a day when I first heard. I was like,
Crazy.
it's not bad because let's track it, right? Let's track it. Jesse, you go to school. You
Right.
leave the house in the morning, you're at school, you come back, you probably have work to do.
But you know they're at school for longer than
Yeah.
every other country, right? Like those kids are in school for more than 8 hours. And then they come back and then they go to lessons.
Yes, and then they go to all kinds of extracurriculars.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
then they come back home. So usually they don't generally have time to play games during the week. Is the
Mm-hmm.
one day of weekend that they have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Because
so they should.
they don't have
Yeah.
Sunday off either, I don't think.
Mm,
So
They spend 9.8 hours.
in school, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
9.8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So well, I see why the government feels like they have a
Right.
place to do that because the parents barely spend any time with their kids. If you think about it.
That's true.
Maybe it's me that's thinking like an American, but like I don't feel like 3 hours a week is. I feel like 3 hours a week is too much. Even if
Okay.
even if they wanted to maybe enforce the rule like probably like 5 hours a day, but like three
Uh,
hours a week.
no,
No,
maybe
no,
5 hours a weekend
whatever. At the same time, 3 hours a week is less.
because you will sweep the house and you're not going to use your game as an excuse not
Me,
to
I don't
sweep the
play.
house.
See, I honestly don't play video games, so I don't know how many hours one will spend. So, but 3 hours a week. If I replace that with music, 3 hours a week for music, that's not even enough for me. So I don't think that's a good law for
Yeah,
for
but then again, like you are listening to music and doing all this music thing because you want to, you do music. You can make money from music. If you're a kid who doesn't want to be a gamer and you are playing 3 hours every day, I'm not sure why. Why are you writing code for a game? Like, what's the point?
Well, most game tournaments or whatever they're called, like you need average like 2 hours, 30 minutes.
Well, they said you should not do a game.
You know, most of this gaming championships and all those stuff. If you notice, like it's like Chinese people winning, Korean
Yeah.
people winning,
Asian, it's
Asian, yeah,
better in their culture. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
and they said they should not do a game. They
So
should.
my question for you is, how are they gonna track?
Good question. So that's where people are saying, like, how are you going to track? What if they use their parents' logins instead? Right? What if they use them? So what me I feel is this way, if your child is doing the absolute most, you
Mm-hmm.
can control it. But if you know your child and you feel like you have a good handle on what's going on in your home, then you might see parents giving their kids their logins. Like, why is the government putting their mouth in our matter? Take my login.
quick question. So is it like the parents that's gonna like track them or the government? Because
The government.
if it's the government, obviously they have their ways. They could just
Yeah,
be
but if
looking
you
at your
use my
phone like
login, right, how would they know?
How would they know?
that.
How would they know?
How would they know?
They gonna know. Jesse, she's supposed to be like, they gonna know.
They're not gonna know.
See, if all fails, they can always play Pac-Man.
Please.
If all fails, Pac-Man, Brick Game,
I
Game
was.
Boy. We still have Game Boys on eBay. They're
Oh
there.
Oh my
no!
God.
If all fails,
No.
you can always go back to
I think I think this is an interesting one because you can't really see much on China and because
and their ways. Mhm.
and like you saying like parents should intervene for their kids. They've never ever intervened. Is it now that they're starting to intervene, right?
They don't have the mouth to like. They don't have
Right,
the chance to.
right. But I also think that um like you both said with like kids that have addiction to playing video games.
Mhm.
I think it's so what I'm getting from it is like you know like when they send like people to like what's it called, religious camps to go and get them delivered where they do like the full like just withdraw them
Yeah,
from,
they're called Christian conversion camps.
yes, conversion camps, that's the word I was looking for. So I'm getting that kind of vibe, but truthfully I feel like I don't think it's gonna work
Mhm.
because the gaming industry in China is, if I'm not wrong, almost over
Gaming, robotics, all of those
Exactly.
things.
Coding all of them.
like, so I don't know, like it's gonna affect their money eventually because if kids stop playing games, if they reduce the time to 3 hours per week,
Mhm.
a lot of kids like they have to pay to upgrade in some of these games, like
What's the money to them? If you love something enough, what's money now? You pay.
that's what I'm saying, like that's gonna be affected if
Mhm.
they're only reduced to 3 hours a day.
Yeah,
They
A week, not
they have,
day.
they
Week.
have gaming
3 hours
cafes.
a week. Mhm.
3 hours a week. They have gaming cafes in China. Like that's
Yeah.
all they do. They are a
Mhm.
gaming cafe that
Mhm.
operates for eight
Yeah,
hours.
3 hours a week.
So like you're gonna lose money.
But then again, so if you're watching, say hello in the comments. I have Onyi Liz and I have Jesse all out here. And of course, my name is Biodun. You're on the Daffy Show. And this is the breakdown with Biodun. So we're talking about China putting a ban on kids playing video games,
I'm trying
saying
to
that they
search up.
want,
I'm trying to
sorry?
search up why, like the
Okay.
reason why, because I'm still trying to
Um,
process it.
so they want only 3 hours a week. That's what they want. But then again, like with everything we've said, if if the government doesn't feel like they're seeing enough of a cut from the money that comes in through games, all of the gaming companies can send their representatives with brown envelopes and be like, okay, you know, let's come and pay homage. to you
Wait.
people, and let's
So
sort it out on the back end. You know, the
so
Nigerian
apparently
way.
so apparently it says that they gave that law because since 2017 they found out that minors were more addicted to games than anything else. So I feel like they put the law there because of the addiction and stuff.
The
So
addiction.
Yeah, that's why I'm
So
concentration and that. Yeah, you know what I mean.
okay,
concentration, they're still smart. Honestly, let's be honest.
okay,
These people are smart.
okay. So let's go to our next issue, right? The next topic. The next topic is that a few, I think 2 or 3 Olympians, gold medalists, have complained that their gold medals are peeling. Thoughts? Thoughts?
I was hoping like
I have a special guest on the line today.
hello.
Okay,
Wait,
so
how's the metal peeling? Like, is it the gold coming off or what's happening?
the person saw like a little
Gold
rumple.
usually gold plated. So like they use a gold. So usually most times, no matter how original they say gold is, they have to
Mhm.
gold plate it to keep it authentic.
Okay, so maybe they did not explain that very well to them. But the Olympians, I think one is a weightlifter, and when you use your whole soul to carry something and you win, the last thing you want is that the medal they gave you should start peeling. No, think him. Think him now. You don't expect it to start peeling. So the lady, right, one of them, she said she saw a rumple on her medal and she just said, "What is this?" She just rubbed it. That's how the thing just peeled. She was like, fake gold. And she raised an
What did she
alarm.
expect? Did she expect real
She was
gold?
expecting gold. Like, when you see gold bars in all these movies, they're like, yes, did you kill the man? Yes, you killed him. This is the gold we're paying you. That's what she was expecting.
I think any adult, in the right state of mind,
Mhm.
would know that no
Uh-huh.
country is gonna give out what almost 200 gold medals.
Mhm.
Make it real gold. This is not the Middle East, please.
Yeah.
Airbot, airbot.
Coffee on a silver platter,
Eh,
paying for the gold. Coca-Cola.
Liz,
So
Liz, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you, right? But think about it. Do you know that many people don't know that those medals are not gold? Gold. I have gold jewelry that I
Gold.
leave lying around. Nothing. They don't. Nothing. And that's what they are expecting.
Oh, they are gold, right? They're just not like you can't get like they can't give you a brick of gold and say take. If they give
Yeah,
you
but
a
it's not a brick now. It's just circle.
shouldn't come, but that's a brick to me. You should take it and go and sell it if they give you gold. Bam. Oh, 1 year now. That's money.
Okay. Jesse, were you going to say something?
I said I was about to ask what did they do to her issue? Did they give her another gold or because
Another gold.
like
Another gold.
because
That this is
I'm
me
trying to I'm
listening to
trying
your
to
question.
process it. I don't know why somebody would think that's real good. Because like she said, it's like over how many competitors or whatever, 200 or whatever. You
Mhm.
think they have the time to be passing out real
Ah,
gold?
after they had a whole year that the Olympics did not happen, they had to push it. They still did not have enough time to make the gold circle. It's not circle of gold. Eh?
Well, see me. All I have to say is whether it's real good or not. As far as you get first place, second place, third place, the
Mm-hmm.
title is still there. Forget
You're
the
a
gold.
Nigerian child. We don't get third place where we come from. Okay, it's first or nothing. You're first or you're in disgrace.
Of one person win, we all win. No, one person win, they win. The other person win, they win. You did not
You
get
win.
first, you fail. Forget it. End of.
Failed. Forget it. Forget it.
The title. Wait, isn't the title still there? First place, the title is still there.
No, so I guess what people don't know is that it is more of a symbolic thing they're carrying. like what they're holding. So people in the comments were like, ah, when it's not chocolate, you know that gold chocolate.
Yes. Oh
Yeah, that used to be my favorite.
my God.
It was so mean. It was so mean. People were like, when is when is that gold chocolate? Why is it peeling? And you know, people said all sorts of things. I felt bad. My heart beat for that person. But I heard about someone who had a baby. She won a gold medal or silver or something. She
Mhm.
had a baby and the baby needed surgery, and she tried to sell it. This Olympics that just passed, she tried to auction it to pay for that baby's surgery. So I
Mhm.
think what now happened was people were like, no, 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 no. We're going to donate for the surgery instead, so you can keep your medal. I think it was last month or something. You guys didn't
Right,
hear
but
about that?
No.
I didn't hear about it. But if someone wants to, if you're like a famous athlete, and when you want to auction something, automatically people want to buy it because of your name. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
I could. All right, so if
She's
I'm an athlete,
Polish. She's Polish.
is
So,
she
you know, how many people know Polish athletes?
no? But I mean, but if she's one of those famous athletes, think about it. I could be like this regular high schooler athlete, get a gold medal from a state
Mm-hmm.
championship or whatever. But if I want to auction it, nobody will want to buy it because they don't know me.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
so what's that popular girl? Shakari or whatever. So if she want, yeah,
Yes.
we,
You guys should
we
call her name with respect. I don't like the way you guys just call her name anyhow. I don't like it.
anyway, Shakari. If she want to sell a gold medal right now on eBay, people will buy it.
Have a gold medal,
Of
my dear.
course.
No,
What?
no,
eBay? No, she doesn't even need to. What?
Of the way you are
eBay?
saying this statement, she could need gold medal. Silver gun, she does. Bronze, in fact, she doesn't have.
No.
oh,
The enemies by my father's place. They
whatever. But
decided to take it.
if she had a gold medal and she wanted to sell it, people will obviously buy it because of her name.
Of
So
course.
so yeah, that could be the issue with the
Mm-hmm.
woman who wanted to sell her medal for the
Okay, okay, okay. So moving on. Trends we hate, trends we wish never even came. And when they came, we're like, go back to where you came from. I will start. Number one, flat tummy tea.
100%.
which one is that one now?
As a woman
You can't understand.
of the thicker spectrum of feminism, 100 as a woman that has a fupa, I 100% support it.
Man, I don't understand which
It's
one is that
scam.
one.
We'll
Scams.
explain.
I've never used my money to buy it, but it's scam. I just know it's scam.
It's scam. So this is my issue, right? So for anyone who doesn't get it, flat tummy teas. When they start, I think they started showing up like 3, 4 years ago.
Yeah, about 3, 4 years ago, actually.
3 years, 4 years ago. That's when I noticed, right? So flat tummy teas are like they would come in like a pack, and then inside they'll be like leaves, tea leaves, and you're supposed to like maybe like put it in hot water, drink it, or put it in regular water, and
Mhm.
just let it like stay in the water, and all day you sip from it.
Oh,
And the more you sip from it, the more your tummy will be getting flatter, like magic,
I had that
you
channel
know.
in Nigeria. I heard it. They
Oh,
used
but
to
no,
be
it's
with Lipton, though.
no. But it was very common here. It was very
Oh,
popular here, and
they used to do that in Nigeria too.
made so much money
People made
on
money.
flat community. And the annoying part of it was that they would go and get someone who was slim, like just had
That's what
always been slim.
me.
Yes, and then they would tell the person, say, this is how you stay slim. And then the person would say that, and people would buy it, and it was just such a scam. I don't know,
Me.
just a scam.
What do you mean?
And then you had people who had done surgery, people who had done all kinds of things to make themselves look a certain way, just saying, oh, all I did to lose 20 pounds was just drink this tea. And in 15 days, and then you would have people rush to buy the tea. So I guess that's my number one disgusting trend, like forever just be gone thing. So what about you, Jesse?
because when you said trend now, because when you said flat tummy tea, I'm trying to think of something because
It
there's
could
the
be any
difference.
trend.
There's a
It could be
difference between
clothing.
no, there's a difference between trend and challenge. Because I wanted to say challenge.
No, not the challenge. Just a challenge. But a challenge could be a trend. It doesn't matter. Anything that's a
This,
trend or was a trend.
although you talked about it last week, and I don't know if it's a trend or a challenge. The crates thing that's going on. I don't know if it's
What
a
do you
trend
think?
or a challenge. That's
Is it a trend or a challenge?
What?
The crate challenge. Is it a trend or a challenge?
It's a
it's
challenge.
a challenge,
It's a
right?
challenge.
A trend is like chunky sneakers.
Okay. Okay. Now I get it. Now I get it. So one trend that I don't like is, and please, anybody that's watching me, this please don't cancel me. One trend I don't like is, so there's on TikTok. There's this certain way these girls dress. It's like an
Mm-hmm.
emo-ish dark look,
Ah,
and I noticed post quarantine, everybody used to be. I'll use the word normal. Everybody used to dress like a visco girl, but I noticed during quarantine, people start dressing dark. I see they're emo, and it just
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
got on my nerves. And I
Mm-hmm.
anybody that's watching this, if you're that type of way, I don't discriminate. It's just something I don't personally like. I feel it's I don't like that trend. So yeah, that's a trend I
Mm.
don't.
Okay. So what's your thought on that trend, Wayne? On what he said?
Um, I think it's a trend that probably will never die out. I remember when I was in high school, like it's a phase, like right. I never went through it because one, I'm dark enough. I don't need to be darkening my eyeliner to like coordinate quiz. I'm not sure, but I know that it's also a specific ethnicity. I don't want to say race.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I want. Yeah.
It's a specific, group of young women, young girls
Mm-hmm.
who really, go through these phases, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's a trend that would ever really die out because
No.
it's like a rite of passage, right? Like I can wear the shirt skirt, I can do the liner thick, I can wear the
Hmm.
dark lipstick. So yeah, I don't think it's a trend that will ever die out, but I do agree with you. I think for me, the specific one from what you said is that short skirt. You need to kill it. You need to die.
Short skirts and high socks.
And eye socks,
Oh my god.
and
Su-
yes,
Giving a suicide squad.
what they're
I mean,
called.
maybe the bunny hats are not those big.
Yes, be
Oh,
dressing like you're in pre-K, like sis, dress yourself.
Not freaky.
But
Not freaky.
I agree. I agree. I just don't think it's a trend that would die necessarily. I think
Mhm.
it's a trend that would definitely keep going.
Okay, but I think I'm okay. Like if you want to be emo and wear all of that, the short skirt and everything, do you, right? I don't care. I actually like it. But but TikTok, things like TikTok just allow
right.
people just dress up and copy it's not your face. You don't feel
Yeah.
like that. You wouldn't do that, but you know. So I think maybe that could be annoying. But if you want to color your eyes and do
Like,
whatever.
like, and I'll say this. I don't have a problem. Like you said, I don't have a problem. But I know I actually knew people before quarantine who have that look, and I thought it was cool. But
Hmm.
after quarantine and you go back to school, you see this one dressing like this, and you feel like, what's going on? Like, is it a cult or something? So yeah, I don't like
So
that.
they're giving you Suicide Squad. They're giving you
Exactly.
dark
Harley
and
Quinn and all
lovely.
that. Yeah.
Hmm. Yes, exactly. They're giving you Harlequin. Okay, so what's your hated trend, Liz?
My own HR trend comes every December 31st, January 1st, New Year, new me. New Year,
Oh,
new me.
New Year, new me.
After we have reached February, New Year will die. We will not come again. You will like, you will revive your new kilo come new me. Auntie, you people should leave that auntie alone. We've had enough. We've literally had enough. Like I'm so tired because I don't know. For me, like I generally don't do New Year resolutions
Hmm.
because there's no point. I can't see the future.
Hmm.
I have goals, but they are not resolution. What am I resoluting for? What really am I like? What are you resoluting? Leave this new year. Like, it's so annoying, and I think that it creates unnecessary pressure. It makes you spend money that you don't have. Some people go bankrupt in the name of they want to gym up and down, up and down, up and down. So they realize gym is $20 per month. That's already, yeah. How much are you making?
And that if they stop going to the gym, they'll still be charging them.
And if you stop, the gym is those gym are bad. No,
you must not stop. The gym will say no, you must not stop. You sign this covenant.
They're smart,
you
so
must
they are smart. People are no. The gym is not wicked. People are falling into their trap. They are smart. It's not
they're
about
very
being
smart
wicked.
because if you notice, even with their commercials only come out beginning of the year, mid of the year.
All right.
And the reason why,
and summer body.
yes, now summer, but the beginning of the year, when they bring it out, after February kind of dies down because of the people that, because I believe they have a quarter that they have to fill. Once the quarter is filled, they've made their money.
And they've done yearly subscription as well.
Right.
They've made their money. So it's like, auntie, leave the gym alone. It's well. There's so much that you can do that you don't need to be inside gym. But that's besides the point. What else do people do in New Year, New Year? I want to shave my head off. Now that's a trend that needs to die. Women shaving their head off.
That's a trend.
Everybody is a trend, I believe. It's part of new me. It's this all I think it's this all new me trend for me that I don't necessarily subscribe to. Like, we're humans, we evolve, we grow. It doesn't mean you're new. It just means you've evolved. It just means that okay, old things have passed away, old things have become new. You know,
have become new.
So like you don't need the new year, new me, new me. No, like to me, I just find it kind of weird because you're creating unnecessary pressure that you can't, and you definitely 100% will not be able to hold yourself to standards that you know for sure that you won't have to hold. So why are you doing it, my dear? Why? But yeah, that's my trend. I have so much more, but since we're keeping it to one wall.
I mean,
no, give us another one now if you do have one.
Leave chunky sneakers alone. Chunky sneakers.
Oh my gosh. What did chunky sneakers do to you though?
Especially the fillers. The filler one.
I'm upset. Me, I used to wear chunky sneakers before Kanye made it popular. Me, I actually used to wear it. He now made it popular finish.
Who made it popular?
I find my size in shoe that I used to wear. Because if you have big feet, chunky sneakers, like there are certain types that actually look really good on your feet. And I have big feet. So no problem. Those are the sneakers that I like. So I wear them. All of a sudden, Kanye decided to, leave. In fact, I'm calling filler out. They need to stop making those sneakers. What was it? What really is it? Leave the Balenciagas alone. Leave the Yeezys alone. Leave the fillers. It's not by force. Is it only you? Is it really only you? Leave them alone. Leave. If a public service announcement, leave the
oh my god, I can't.
Grandma, you will be putting your grandmas inside funky sneakers, doing TikTok videos. I cite you. Leave them alone. They don't need to wear it.
People putting their grandmas into chunky sneakers.
That's a fashion trend. Everybody putting their grandma in chunky sneakers. They will not give them that not with that bag. That one that look like wearing like this.
Teflon.
No, not Teflon. They said you people should leave Teflon alone too, but that's besides the point. Support that business, I beg.
No, we're not leaving Telfa alone because Telfa, he's our Liberian American brother. We're supporting him to the end. Buy his stuff, okay?
Bags. I think Balenciaga make them as well. Leave all you people that are carrying all these chunky sneakers and Balenciaga bags up and that you know that you're doing pizza job. God sees you. God sees you.
I can't. Okay.
In my house.
I mean,
come and beat me. Oily said, I'm in my house. Come and beat me. I said what I said.
I said what I said.
I said what I said.
mean, but there are good trends that I like though.
Okay, what trend? What trend do you like?
Thrifting.
What's one trend you like?
like going to the thrift store. I can't even
Oh,
speak.
thrifting. I love
I love thrifting. I'm a
I love
thrifter.
thrifting. What?
I don't do it
We need
personally,
to go thrifting
but
one day.
I feel like
I love
it's a good
thrifting.
thing.
Wow, I love thrifting too, even though, it's not something that you know, even as a younger child, when I like loved thrifting, I had to sneak to thrift. And if my mom caught me, she would take a whole bottle of anointing oil. Put
I
it
am
on
like
it.
somebody's house. You don't know where that is.
She would pour, no, I'm saying, and there's some fabrics that if oil touches it, like especially like
Yeah,
olive oil is gone,
it
is
will.
over.
Yeah,
I'm like, no, don't do it. But she's like, no, not in my house. So we used to have that dynamic.
I love
Like
But I
thrifting.
love
Like,
it.
especially this oh sorry, especially this younger generation, we're going into that vintage urban type
No, let me.
dressing.
So
No,
the
and that's leave it alone.
listen,
okay, okay, we're
listen.
Leave
listening. Go, go.
90s vibe alone.
See, we're
What's
going into
vintage?
this uh
90s
What's
vibe.
vintage for you?
90s that's
90s vibes, yeah.
sky.
I,
Don't even say that.
anyway, we're going
Jesse,
back to
Jesse, if you say that thing again, if you say that, I will jump through this screen. I got my
well,
to.
well, maybe
Wait,
you're
hold on, wait.
Mhm.
So did you say 90s is vintage?
He said 90s is vintage. I
oh
said
wait, oh, she made me say it though. I didn't say it. She made
90s that I was born. Me. 90s. I tell you that I'm vintage. That's what you're
So you're
saying.
saying that Liz is vintage.
I'm vintage, you know.
she's
No,
putting
use
words in
your
my mouth
fingers.
though.
Use your fingers.
Jesse is praying now. Jem will show up.
I am.
I
I'm
can't.
seriously. But I feel like we're going into this new style. I won't use vintage,
Mhm.
so I don't,
No,
I feel
no,
like
you do you. We're just
yeah,
joking.
I know,
Vintage.
but we're going back to this new style where how do you even say the word thrifting or thrifting, where people
Thrifting.
thrift and find they call it vintage.
Mm-hmm.
This vintage
But it's
clothing.
different though. They're different.
It's different.
What?
But I understand what you're saying. I get it. I understand what you're saying.
It's a trend, Sha.
It's
Everybody's
vintage.
doing it.
It's vintage if the clothes itself that you bought was made before a certain era, not
Yeah,
the style,
the clothes.
You know
the
what I
clothes
mean?
itself.
We get what you mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Thrifting is it's not new, it's not fast fashion. You're, rewearing, And then there's vintage-esque
And, ah,
fashion. So for it's made to
it's like
mimic
of
it's
yeah.
made to mimic, vintage. So there's like different, but I think more girls do it more, right, than guys.
Definitely. Absolutely.
Mm,
No,
Yeah.
Jesse?
no, I feel like actually guys do it more.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, I think
Okay,
so.
it's
Yeah,
good to hear that
in
you
my
guys are
opinion, guys do it more because
okay.
everybody now the style that they're wearing stuff is baggy pants,
Sure.
over sized shirt.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
So they're
vintage,
back again. Oversized
yeah,
is
back.
back.
Oversized t-shirts are back. But just to say though, as you guys know, my second, I'm from three different ethnicity. If you don't know, I'm also like part Asian. So I know that in my continent, I don't want to say my actual country because you guys don't need to know that.
No, don't say it. Don't
In
say
my,
it.
in my continent,
Mhm.
we we does this, like, excuse my English, but we've always worn baggy t-shirts, we've always
Mhm.
worn oversized pants, so it's nothing new for us. You get me? But yeah, that's yeah.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay. All of what you said. Okay. So I'm going to share this video that I saw and I thought it was hilarious. So you guys tell me what you think, right? So I was raised on a lot of, not a lot, but a lot of time being like going to Bollywood movies, Indian movies. So it's like a nostalgic thing for me. So I'm going to share going to share this video and you guys tell me what you think. Let me see what Jesse thinks. I'm sure he's going to laugh. It's going to be hilarious.
Sure, hit me.
Okay.
Is that Twain?
Shooting scene
Yes.
in America. Shooting scene in India.
Yeah. This is so accurate.
Not the fridge. No.
I hope she does. There's one.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
My favorite one used to be when they like get shot and then they're falling down the stairs for 10 hours. Then the husband is jumping from outside of his car. That is man. Hollywood used to make the correct movies.
It's even the songs that used to.
No, but you know, for that clip, Jesse, for that clip, it was the song for me. It was the song. I was like, the moment I saw it, I said, I have to play this thing for you guys. It was so hilarious. That song. And then, you know,
Everywhere.
oh my gosh, that song. And then the annoying part of it is there's something about the way they sing that stays in your brain.
Yeah.
And so you'll be like doing dishes and you'll be hearing, I mean, like, what is going on with me? And I remember that when we were younger, we would put like red dots on our heads and we would like be dancing.
I used to do that.
Wait, what? Jesse, you said you still do that?
I used to put palm oil on your head.
My mom would have disowned me.
My mom would have made you pay for that palm oil in blood.
Obviously, it's a little dot, but yeah, I used to.
You didn't.
Or those red viral.
You didn't use your own blood to put it. You went to go and touch the palm oil of that.
But do you know how much palm oil?
Do you know how much palm oil is? Do you know how much a gallon of palm oil is? You had the infantry.
You think like, please can buy this palm.
Ha. That's when you'll be hearing, hey, all the money that you collect for Christmas, I will use it to buy back my palm oil. You'll be like, but it was just one dot. I just put it here.
One dot. So that one dot.
It's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you for sharing that, Jess. That I will never forget. I just want you to know.
That video.
Okay, so what are your thoughts, Liz? Bollywood movies.
Oh man, hey, I'm a drama Bollywood fan. I don't watch because I'm very specific in the type of drama I like to watch because I don't really watch TV. So give me K drama, give me Bollywood. I'm deep.
Bollywood.
You have me. I'm also very specific in like my type of Bollywood. Like if I want to laugh, I watch K drama. If I want to like cry, and I have time. Give me how the mother have cancer. The great grandmother was dying of fibroid. He came out of the womb, broke her, and now we succeeded in marrying the queen's daughter. And then they relocated to Europe, and then decided to come back. Then they had their. That's what.
Then there was an accident.
Then there was an accident. You know, if there's no accident, the movie is not complete.
And everything is in slow motion. No, think about it in slow motion.
Look, I can never forget 2014. I went back to the motherland, right? I was there for like a while. And I remember that I used to watch Z World on TV. And it got so bad. My husband was like, I'm going to call these DSTV people. I'm going to tell them that they should take off that Z World. Because then I would see my neighbor and I would be like, what's up? Did you see that Z World drama? And we see like Hashish did what to Hashish? And he was like, what are you even talking about? But you know the funnest part of their shows, if maybe somebody shoots a gun, right? The shot has left the bullet. The bullet has left the gun. Then they'll show Jesse. Jesse will be like this. They'll show you. You'll be like this.
Let me do it for you.
They'll not show me. I'll be like this. And by the time they show, that gun, the bullets will still be traveling. I'm like,
I mean, I'll be funny. Bullet does not touch me.
I know. And then you'll be like this. Then they will show the roof of the house where it's happening. They will show the garden.
It's the roof.
They will not show the garden. They will not show tree. They will not show brown leaves. When you see brown leaves, you just know that something has died.
Like, yeah.
But
Sometimes.
when you see green leaves, just know that somebody has given birth.
Yes. Yeah. Bollywood is
Bollywood
like,
equation. I try.
I just like
no.
one thing I like
Nobody
about-
gives Bollywood. No, we really
Yeah.
give.
Jesse, what did you say?
I said one thing. I don't watch Bollywood movies. I'll be honest. It's not something I watch regularly. But one thing when I do watch them, one thing I like about their like movies is the storyline. Not even all those sere that they keep doing. It's mostly the storyline. Like
I don't like their storylines.
no. It's how do I
Women
put
are
it?
always suffering in their storylines.
always
I don't know why.
But
It's intense. It's not.
it's a lot of drama. It's intense. I like
Yes,
drama.
but not at my expense. Like, let the men be doing the suffering, and then let's call it drama. Like,
And
okay.
they're starting to make shows now and movies now that like men are like getting it. Like
I like drama. Like even Telemundo too, Spanish movie.
Telemundo?
That one I like.
don't start. Hector.
Bollywood movies. I like the story.
There's enough drama in my life. I'm not adding Telemundo to it. No, it's not gonna happen.
No. When you marry your step cousin's brother, nephew, cousin, you now find out that you people are actually brothers, that your mother and your ex-boyfriend, husband, father.
Liz, look at my hand. This is the storyline.
No. When you now realize that your child, you had one night stand, your child is not your husband, but it's the one night stand. The one night stand is that your nephew's son's mother, sister, brother. No. Telemundo was no. Telemundo was the wish. No. That was good.
And then there's always a maid, and then the guy of the house will fall in love with the maid. And the wife will now be like,
yes. Then the wife will try to kill him.
you know what? But I guess that's also the way they look at Nollywood and Gollywood
Oh my God.
movies. I think because I remember I was traveling one day and there was this guy at the so he had a shop. What is it called? A store in the airport, and he was like asking me where I'm from, and I told him, and he said, "Oh my God, we watch your movies all the time at my house, and you guys always say no." He said, "I know how to speak your language." I was like, "Okay." He was like, "No, look." He was like, I was like, what happened? He said, "No, that's what you guys say. You know, you guys always say, ah." I'm like, okay.
So is our language.
Yes.
Is
So he has heard it so many times.
Honestly speaking, we like to say
right now. Our ancestors, they're doing backflip. You see,
No, your ancestors only have themselves to blame. Because how can mean like 10 things? Has like so many.
right. Now.
Just to give us one meaning, one meaning, please.
All right, so now, like, come on now. There's
Okay, Oyinles, give us something. You're doing the most. Look, that has so many meanings. So and because we are used to it, right? Would imagine if you had to count how many people said in one movie. So we are used to it, so we're not hearing it anymore. But for an outsider who has never heard someone say before, and then they are hearing continuously, you know. But I think that's the way they also look at our movies. Like, this was so dramatic. Our subtitling is
special effects too.
We don't need to talk about
what special effects.
Don't come at our special effect anymore. We are the ish now, please.
We
We can have KOB now. You could never.
We have KOB. Nobody can challenge us. It's over. It's over.
Never.
What that show that came on Netflix?
Yes, you said I'm ignoring you. Hollywood could never. Who is Hollywood? Never.
People are getting smart now. if you watch all those old Nigerian movies,
No, don't call them old. Oh.
They are not
Epic.
old.
They're
Those
epic
were epic. Beyonce,
movies.
how dare you?
Oh my god, Beyonce versus what was it called? Oh?
Rihanna, Beyonce.
Yeah.
Ah, shut up. Hey? Just
You know
because
what? One of these
someone
Tuesdays,
already
I'm going to do a review of that Beyonce versus Rihanna movie in the like most serious way, like with a serious
know. Oh
face.
my god, let's do a movie night.
Let's do it. Let's do a movie night. You're so right. We're going to do a movie night.
That movie was good. It
Movie
touched
was
on betrayal. It touched on mistrust. It touched on love. It touched on getting money.
heartbreak
Break. No, no.
on entrepreneurship,
Thank you. Entrepreneurship.
on taking what you want, on taking what you want.
Come on, doing whatever you need to do to get it.
Yeah, like that movie is a whole motivational.
Was that's where all these Twitter what do you call them? Twitter motivators. That's where they get their tweets from.
Okay. Okay. So that was hilarious. Liz is just a whole vibe. Jesse is over it at this point. He's like
I'm just listening at this
he's
point.
he's just over it. Okay,
Yes,
so I'll
coming with energy to our show.
Jesse, next time you come, bring that your 5 HD camera and everything with you. Okay, just to give us like yeah. Pizzazz. Give us pizzazz. Okay. Okay, so our final topic, right? Teacher appreciation has passed, and it's so sad because most of the teachers weren't in class. So you know how we always send our kids with gifts? They missed that this year and last year too. They kind of missed that. So let's just make this, a teeny weeny bit of appreciation. Jesse, do you have any teacher that you feel like you will always remember because she or he, they just kind of, you know, encouraged you even when you thought you couldn't do it, something like that. Or they just encourage you.
Yeah, I have two actually. One
Okay.
back in middle school when I first came here, and then one in high school, my theater arts teacher. So the one in middle school, I don't know if I should say her name or not, but anyways, so when I first came here, trying to, an African kid trying to fit in, stay in America, she used to help me a lot, tell me don't follow these kids, and it's not it's really weird when you hear a teacher say don't follow these kids. Some of them don't care actually. They just want to get your work done, but she told me don't follow these kids. If you follow these
and by
kids,
these kids she's talking about like the naughty kids,
yeah,
right?
the bad kids, and also in general for the class, she used to give us work ahead of our class. I don't know if that makes sense. So
Yeah, it
back
does.
when I was in 7th grade, we were already preparing for 9th grade. So when I got to 9th grade, it was really easy for me,
Easy, yeah.
really easy for me to know what they're talking about. Sometimes the teacher will even be like, "You know this thing already," and I'm like, "Yeah," because my
Say her name, please. Say her name. Let's give her
Miss
flowers while
Grossi.
she's still here.
Miss Grossi.
Miss what?
Grossi.
Grossi. Okay.
So
Shout out to
that
Miss
was in middle
Grossi.
school. And then in high school, my theater arts teacher, Miss Beamer. So you know how I'm into like entertainment,
Yeah.
artists and
you play drums, right?
I don't play drums, play the piano.
But you used to play drums, no?
If
No?
you're talking if
I
you're
know you
talking
play.
about
I know you play the piano, but I thought you used to play drums too. No?
no, it's only on the
Okay.
computer. And that doesn't even
Okay.
count. But this teacher, like so right now when I got to a new school, obviously she's not my teacher right now, but when I got to a new school, the current theater arts teacher I have, I'm not really like that close with him as I was with the other teacher. So when he gives us assignments, I submit my assignment to her first to check it, and she always gives me tips on how to do this. Don't do this. This doesn't make sense. Like I sent a monologue one time. I spent hours on this monologue. 5 hours, not even maybe more than 5 hours. Spent more than 5 hours on a monologue. Sent it to her. She told me in the nicest way possible. Told me this monologue is rubbish. Not direct to my face, but I could tell where she was going with what she was trying to say, and that really helped me because at that point I thought she was mean. But looking back, if I look back at that monologue, I could say myself that monologue wasn't really the best monologue. So that teacher and the one in middle school, yeah. But for the rest of the teachers, I don't. You're on mute, by the way. You're on mute.
I'm on mute. Okay, Oyinlis, do you have any teacher that you feel like did something? Something.
I'm trying to think. So the teachers that I liked, they were pretty tough teachers. Like I didn't like teachers like that. They were like,
okay.
Well, I guess my professor / advisor that has refused to reply my email.
Okay.
He was one of my bio professors and was also my advisor. He pushed the living daylight out of me. He really did the same for me. Yeah, he's really cool. He's really fun. He's also really um
What's going on?
I don't know.
oh I can't verbally say the word that I need to say, but it's okay.
Okay.
All adults. But yeah, it was really nice. It was really nice. I think that it's important to have teachers that are not just nice, but I think it's also important to have teachers or professors that invest, right? So
Okay.
I think it's professors that just was invested. And I appreciate it. And my mom was a teacher, so happy teacher appreciation.
Hey.
Starting you out, pigs.
Teaching is not it's not for the lily livered at
Can't
all.
imagine me being a teacher. Not for me.
You're jinxing it. You might end up being a teacher in some
No.
capacity. You could teach anything, right?
Oh yeah, but I mean like school teacher. No, I can't see myself doing.
School
No matter
teacher.
what grade, I can't even.
Okay. So KOB is out. We need to review that at some point. The little people in my house are like just stomping, you know.
How are my little people, by the way?
What can I say?
Should bring
They're
them on the
alive
show
and
one
thriving.
time. Bring them on
Sorry?
the show one time.
They will come on the show and say, we want our own show.
Mhm.
That's what they'll say. So, anyway, thank you guys for showing up today.
Thank you for
I cannot wait.
I'm sorry, you were talking about King of Joy right now.
King of Boys. It won't King.
I don't know. You were just talking about.
But
Yeah, but I'm saying we're going to do a KOB,
Oh,
review. It might be
okay.
only Liz and I.
before
Yes,
we
King of Boys.
can
Oh,
we
King
like
of
slightly
Boys.
talk about it? I've been hearing some.
No spoilers. No spoilers. Okay.
No, I
I
haven't seen it, so I can't really spoil it.
I see
Okay.
it on
So
my
you said.
timeline,
So
so
you
I don't know
said.
if I should
So
watch
so
it.
what? Do you,
I've heard some reviews. I've heard mixed reviews,
okay.
but they're not what I didn't expect, and they're kind of what we guessed
Yes.
last time we talked about it. So one of my fave like OAPs in Nigeria, she made a video about it, and she was like cinematography, costume, everything, just out of this
Yeah.
world.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The only line though was dragged. I'm not surprised.
Mm-hmm. No, you know what? I will take dragged over too rushed. Because when you've hyped something that much, you cannot
You cannot not drag it there.
not drag it at least a bit.
She was saying
Because
that she feels like it should have been a movie.
mm,
It's like,
okay,
It's a spirit. Is that a movie? Is it a movie?
yes, the first
the first one was a movie,
King of Boys
Oh,
won. Then there's King of Boys, the
the
series.
series, and I like it.
I feel like I would like it. I mean, I've seen reminiscences in it. FY
Look, and you know, Reminisce is my guy. Like most of this story, I'm like exactly.
no.
Iblis is there. My girl Insa Etim,
Uh-huh.
she's
Oh,
there.
I heard.
Um, RMD's there.
Of
Um, yeah, this lady, I can't remember her name. She went to school with my mom. She's in there too. Like there's
course.
so many people. My ex-classmate in high school, Tony Tones, who is the younger version of
The host are
Shola.
now.
She's there. Like so many people that, and they weren't. Sometimes when you drop in the heavyweights,
Mhm.
it can be like it's unnecessary. It wasn't like that. They all fit. They all fit.
That's good to know then.
I mean, I feel like a
And
stranger when you guys are talking about this.
listen
I
and
don't,
learn.
I
And
don't
and
know.
RMDs, I I cannot look. I'm going to do an episode by episode review on YouTube because it needs unpacking. But it all came down to the question of who's the bigger villain. That's what it
Mm.
came down to. And I think anyone who watches it is going to kind of, and just I think there's a something to be said for people who you see as very terrible and horrible, but then you understand that the society has shaped them to become like that. That if your society was better, they wouldn't be that.
Right.
They wouldn't have the room. There will
Right.
always be wicked people, but when your society gives them the room to expand and build a whole mafioso thing,
Mhm.
you understand? So that's kind of but it was then this girl that used to be in this dancing group, there were three of them. I
Mhm.
don't know her name. She's also in the movie. She plays this Harley Quinn-ish kind of character.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think Jesse would
Watch
find
it.
that interesting. What did you say?
Hopefully,
I said I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, it's good, it's good, it's
I
good. But
have
I
to
don't want to,
finish.
I'm
I
doing
have
it.
to finish Manifest first before I watch it.
Ugh, Manifest is on its fourth and final season. Praise the Lord.
No, third.
Hallelujah.
Wait,
You
yeah.
don't like Manifest?
You,
I
you don't like?
started it and then it was so much like the 4400. I was like, "Ah." Did you guys ever watch the 4400?
I
Nope. I see
started,
it on my timeline, but I
I
just skip.
started it a long time, but yeah,
Yeah.
Manifest has something that's for 400 is missing.
Exactly. After I finish Manifest, then I'll think of King of Boy Joy or whatever boys.
It's okay. Anyway,
I'll watch the
So
first
you
part.
for this call, like
anyway. Last word, Jesse.
Thank you for having me. I wish Uncle Jem was here. Feel like the odd one
Uncle
out.
Jim. Uncle Jim
Feel
Jim.
like the odd one out because most of these things you're talking about is just going through my brain. I don't even know what just.
No, but if you sat down with a bunch of your friends and you started talking, I would also feel lost sometimes. So it's normal.
So
Um,
yeah,
it's
feel
not.
like the odd one out.
no,
Hopefully
and then
next
I
time
want
I'll just
what?
stay in the comments or like I usually do, stay in the
No, no,
comments
no, no, no,
or
no.
I'll have Uncle Jem with me next
No,
time.
but you know that it also part of it is that because we don't rehearse what we're going to say, we just come on. So,
If we
you know,
rehearse, is that one show? Is that one? That
oh
one
no,
is
but there are many rehearsed shows that they're like, this is
it's
what we're
not
going to be
real.
talking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but some people don't know. They're like, this is what we're going to be talking about. You take this angle, I'll take this angle, you take this angle. So
Yeah.
many shows, YouTube. That's so many YouTube
But
shows are like that.
that's
So
the beauty of your own show. It's real. It's yeah.
yes. So sometimes, you're going to get people on the show saying, "Oh, I don't really know about that. Oh, you guys are talking about this. I don't really know about that." That's because that's just life. Liz, give us a word.
Um, thank you for having me. It's always great to be here.
Oh my God.
You're so beautiful today. I was gonna tell you earlier. You
Oh my gosh, in my PJs.
I
Thank
love
you.
it. I love it. Yeah. Oh, but I was gonna say one thing when we're talking about thrifting. I was gonna say that. So I started thrifting because I became more sustainable, right?
Oh,
Um, um,
a
for me,
sustainable Nigerian.
it's
Wow. Who
it's
could have
not
who could have who could have imagined?
it's not a thing for me. I believe in being able to reuse things and being able to, no, it's not just about the ocean. It's not just about
Mm-hmm.
it's so much more. I also
Yeah.
think that for me, it also became not to say spiritual thing, but it also became a thing of God doesn't want us to be wasteful. So what ways can you not be wasteful,
Be
right?
wasteful.
So yeah, that's actually one of the reasons. That was one of the major reasons why I started thrifting. I think you can thrift in a way that is responsible and safe because I think that's usually the biggest thing with like our parent. My mom still goes at it with me till I came home with this gorgeous red long jacket that if she had bought online, it would cost like everyone knows that
Mm-hmm.
it
I
was so
feel you.
fine. And I had actually bought it from it, but it didn't fit. So she ended up having it, right? And it was still pretty new. So like just little things like that, like thrift stores are not just for like, people
Junk.
who can't afford or they're not just for junk. Like go thrifting, like it's fun. Like those are fun things that you can do. But that's all I wanted to say. And also please,
Oh,
sustainable humans. Thank you.
thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for showing up today. And if you're
Thank you.
watching or if you watch the replay of this, don't forget to subscribe to the Daffy Show. Every Tuesday, we have the breakdown with Biodun, and we talk about hot topics, trending topics, or just topics that feel like they haven't been talked about enough.
Yes.
So we're going to call it a night right now. Good night, everyone.
Good
Thank
night.
you. What are we doing? We're just waiting. Oh Lord.
Ah.